Hello, hello, hello. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today so far. This video is nothing, literally nothing to do with nails. Nothing. It's, I guess you could say, a bit of a rant or complaint or opinion. No one's gonna like this video at all. No one likes opinions. So let's just get into it. As you can see by the thumbnail, we're going to be discussing something that a lot of people would say is starting drama or something. I don't think this is anything dramatic in the sense that people are going to take it. This is just an important thing to me, and I know it's going to come across. Okay, how about I just tell you what it is, and then it'll all make sense. As you can see by the thumbnail, there is a difference in the way female YouTubers are being treated and monetized, and how certain men YouTubers are being treated and monetized and demonetized and whatnot. This does not concern me at all because I am not monetized. I do not have enough anything to monetize yet, so I figured I'll say it and nobody has to worry about losing any money because I'm not even making any. There are a large portion of female YouTubers who are talking about vaginas, menstruation, breasts, ovaries, fallopian tubes, any female anatomy part, especially when it comes to reproductive and menstruation and birth. These videos, for whatever reason, are being demonetized, even though what they're discussing is a part of over 50% of the population. People who have ovaries and get periods. They're being demonetized, and essentially they're being punished for talking about a normal part of their existence. These women, like Samantha Ravndal, I know for sure the video that Samantha Ravndal did about the Diva Cup, she straight up said it was demonetized because vagina. Curly Susie, I believe, was demonetized when she was discussing a miscarriage. She did definitely go into detail, but I believe she was demonetized for that. There's also, oh my god, what's her name? I can't think of her name off the top of my head right now, but she's an OBGYN, and she like reacts to like the TLC shows and to different birth memes and stuff like that. She's constantly being demonetized. All of these videos are educational, considering a huge viewing population of YouTube is going through puberty. These are important conversations that need to be had with young people. These are conversations that need to be had to normalize these situations. Otherwise, they're going to continue to be taboo and demonetized. The word vagina will continue to be taboo. The word menstruation will continue to be taboo. The idea that people with ovaries bleed from their vaginas, even though it is we have no control. It happens.
'Cause everybody bleeds.
Anyway, the main point of this is I was watching Jeffree Star's review of the e.l.f. jelly collection, the one that comes in that cute fucking fridge. Can we buy those fridges, refrigerator? Can we buy those little e.l.f. fridges without the product in it? Because I just want the refrigerator. Is that a thing that we can purchase? Does anybody know? If somebody knows if we can purchase the e.l.f. fridge on its own, let me know because I want that. Oh, I digress. So, watching this e.l.f. review by Jeffree Star. I am not a Jeffree Star subscriber. I do sometimes watch some reviews that he does because I actually really, well, he's not my favorite person in the world. I really trust some of his reviews. This is not a dig or me just trying to, please, I'm not trying to start drama with him. God damn, why on earth would I try to do that? Jesus Christ, I can't afford his legal fees. He is a very talented human being with makeup, with content, with business. Like, I remember him from MySpace. I am not his demographic. Jessica Braun and Jen Loves Reviews and Rob Beauty Christie, like, that's my demographic. So, that being said, watching this video, and he opens the jelly blush highlighter, a jelly product in a pot. He opens it up and shows it to the camera and wiggles it around and says, "Oh, it's so cummy looking." And I'm like, it's not, first of all. I don't know what kind of cum Nathan has, but it's not peach. Second of all, what? Continues on, puts lip gloss on, kind of complains about colors of all of the lip glosses, and then pouts his lips and says, oh yeah, it's like there's cum dripping off my lips, or something to that effect. I do not have any problem with Siemens, but I don't want to think about it while I'm watching makeup YouTube, to be honest with you. I don't want that visual. So there's that. For it being such a cute collection, it came out of, for me at least, not being somebody that watches all of his videos, it came out of left field. It was a little bit shocking, and I am not a prude, or that's not where I'm coming from. It was just like, that's not what I was expecting from a makeup video. So it was just a little, oh, was not expecting that. Okay, cool. And then as I thought about it more, I'm like, wait a second. A huge demographic of his are young teenagers and children who, first of all, may not know what he's referencing at all. But all of that aside, main concern is, I don't think that video was demonetized at all. If I was wrong, please somebody correct me, but I'm fairly certain that video was not demonetized at all. Especially because he did say motherfucker and beeped out the fucker, which leads me to believe he has been demonetized or had some sort of strike for using the word motherfucker in the past. So that's why he beeped out the fucker, so that he could stay monetized. I'm assuming. I don't know for sure. I'm just assuming, because he doesn't censor any other of the curse words that he uses, just motherfucker. So I'm assuming that he has been demonetized or had some sort of penalty against him for saying that in the past. And again, I'm not blaming Jeffree Star for this at all. He can express his opinions about products in any way he sees fit. But he describes a product as cummy, a male bodily fluid, and female YouTubers are being demonetized because they're talking about menstruation, a female bodily fluid. Can somebody explain how that's different? Cum versus menstruation? Can somebody explain how either of those vary when it comes to demonetization, when it comes to censorship? I can't. So, if somebody can explain to me why menstruation and vagina is demonetized, but cum is not. Is it that cum is from an orgasm and therefore positive, and menstruation causes pain and therefore negative? Is it because the cum that's being referenced generally comes from a penis, and the menstruation comes from ovaries and through a vagina? Is it the actual human beings that are discussing it that are either being favored and or treated unfairly? YouTube? Is that what it is? That certain creators get away with more because they bring in more views? And I mean, like, Samantha Ravndahl brings in the views. Does she have 16 million subscribers? No, but she brings in the views. And she's had a YouTube channel way longer than he has. So I just don't understand. I just don't understand. I don't understand why discussing menstruation and natural body functions are being demonetized in general. But it really just like hit home when I watched that review, and twice in less than 20 minutes, cum was referenced. Not even referenced, just straight up said. And not like, oh, this facial wash kind of looks like cum. Like, okay, so the blush, but then on his lips, it looks like there's cum dripping off of my lips. There's no reason for a 10-year-old to know what that is. In my opinion, anyway. Maybe I'm old-fashioned, but there's no reason for a 10-year-old to know what cum dripping off of lips is. Is it important for a 10-year-old to know what menstruation is? Yes. Male and female, or however they identify. Knowing how the human body works is important. Knowing cum dripping off of lips? Just, I don't know. Anyway, I'm sorry for ranting. I'm sorry for imposing my opinion on you, and I am sorry for being aggressive about it. I just thought that this was important to talk about and put onto a public forum so that more people will talk about it. To be quite honest with you, I was going to send this off to a drama channel. I was going to send it off to Peter Mon because I love it. I thought it would make a relatively interesting video to talk about. Like, this is a conversation that needs to be talked about, and there's a lot to talk about. I was gonna send the idea off to him to make a video about, and then I thought, or you just do it yourself. See what happens there. So that's what I'm doing. I hope this video didn't scare you off. I hope it doesn't open up some sort of weird can of worms or something. If it means people can say menstruation on a massive platform like YouTube and not be penalized for it, then fuck it. Okay, so that's all I wanted to rant about. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up so that I know I didn't scare you away, or so that I know we can, you know, have grown-up conversations once in a while. Give me a thumbs up if you're cool with that. If I didn't completely scare you off with my opinion, go ahead and subscribe. I do put out actual nail videos on a weekly basis, so if that sounds interesting, maybe subscribe. And you can check out all of our social media so you can stay up to date on everything that goes on at the shop, at home, and behind my nail desk. Check out this head movement. And I will see you in my next video, hopefully sooner than you think. Bye!